Hi all, कैसे है जनता? Hello students, how are you? How's life and how's the weekend going on? So I know you all are eagerly waiting, right, for information in concern to NTSE delay and what is to be done. So let's see who all are there. Hello Shailendra, hello Reena, hello Prabnoor, hello Palak, hello Mahesh, hello Arshit, hello Chaitanya, hello Sanjay. Hi guys, hi girls, hello students. So I hope you all are doing well and this is a wonderful Saturday and weekend mode is on, and I hope you all are eagerly waiting for the information in concern to NTSE, that is National Talent Search Examination, one of the most prestigious examination for 10th class students, for which many students start with their preparation from 7th class itself. So hi to all, बहुत बड़ा hi चल रहा है. So hi, hello, pranam, namaste, sat shri akal. Welcome to this session and we are here to discuss about the delay of NTSE, that is National Talent Search Examination. So before I move on to the actual thing, I would like to tell you a small concern to the delay, right? So let's move ahead. So this is a session about NTSE delay information and the strategy, what is to be done. But before that, I hope you all must be knowing that if you are in 10th class, your seniors are still not done with the stage 2 process, right? Okay, people are already posting, right. So your seniors means if you are in 10th class, the current 11th class students who have qualified NTSE stage 1 last year have still not appeared for stage 2. Their stage 2 was supposed to happen in May. That has not happened as yet, right? And the notification for stage 1 of the next year, यानी कि आप लोगों के लिए, is already out, right? And as per the notification, NTSE was supposed to happen on 12th of December and 13th of December, right? Now the question is whether it is a good sign or a bad sign and how we need to move on. Okay, firstly let me know, am I audible and visible? Am I audible and visible properly? Am I audible and visible properly? Okay, so many yeses. Thank you. So let's continue. So I was just telling you that your seniors who are in 11th class and who have already qualified NTSE stage 1, and they are approximately 8,400 in number, right? They are still waiting for their stage 2 paper and there has been no information regarding that. They have been, in fact, I have myself sent so many mails to NTSE department, still they have not replied. So that means the stage 2 for the previous year is still pending and the stage 1 for the current year is already out, and we have been preparing for the same, right? But the question is now, because of this COVID thing, many states are postponing this date of stage 1. तो ऐसे में क्या करना है, and which all states are already done with the new notification or with the delay date or with the new date of NTSE, that is what we need to discuss today. So let's move on to the session now. My first question to all of you is, that is, okay, yes, NTSE Super Sprint Get Set Scholar. So we have been covering so many things in concern to NTSE under this series, that is NTSE Super Sprint, and I have said so many times that this is one of the most prestigious exam which will be giving you a tag of scholar, अगर आप इसको crack करेंगे. And believe me, when you would be comparing this particular exam with any of the exams in future, that is your JEE or NEET or maybe any other entrance, you will realize that NTSE was one of the most easiest exam to crack. That's why I always say that everyone should be appearing for NTSE provided you are eligible to appear. आप 10th class में हैं, आपके 60-70% से ऊपर नंबर है, तो you should be applying to NTSE, right? But the question is, अभी current scenario क्या है? What is the current scenario for many of the states, right? तो उसको जानने के लिए थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ते हैं. I want to know you are from which state. तो पहले मुझे ये बताइए आप किस स्टेट से हैं. I want to know that the audience who is currently listening to me in this live session, they are from which all states? Okay, Fine, fine. So this is a pan-India thing. I can see UP, Maharashtra, Telangana, excuse me, Himachal Pradesh, Delhi, Chandigarh also. Okay. Haryana again, UP, MP, Rajasthan. Arre bapre. Fine, 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 fine. So pan-India people are here. Fine. So whatever I am going to tell you today will be beneficial for all states. So please listen to that very carefully. Right? It's a short session. हम बहुत ज़्यादा देर नहीं लगाने वाले, right? So you would be getting free in next 20 or 25 minutes, but please pay attention to whatever I am saying. Now I know that you belong to the pan India, आप अलग-अलग states से हैं, right? That is good, but one more thing, dates delay हो या ना हो, we are there to help you out, and for that we need to know about you. So if you want to stay connected with us, you should always be filling a Google form जो मैंने कल भी share किया था, and I would be sharing the same again. मैं आज भी share करूंगा, आपके सामने है. That is tinyurl/Vedantu NTSE. Do fill this Google form with your precise information so that we are in position to contact you to serve you in the best possible manner. If you have not filled this Google form as yet, kindly fill this. What is the usage? इसका use क्या है? Well, we are picking students and we are giving the crash course and the test series for free, right? And many have already been enrolled. There are only two conditions. The first thing is you have to fill this Google form with authentic information. The second is you should be a VOS or NTSE Foundation subscriber, right? These are the two things, and you are getting NTSE test series for free. So आपका पेपर जब भी हो, we are here to help you out, but we need to know कि आप किस स्टेट से हैं, आपकी क्या अचीवमेंट्स हैं, आप किस स्कूल में पढ़ते हैं, blah blah. So all that is there in this Google form. Nothing special about this, but do fill this. अब थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ते हैं. So I am starting with the first state. As I was saying, we are here for discussion of the delay of the dates. So I am starting with one state जिसने सबसे पहले शायद बताया था, which is Himachal Pradesh. Now because of COVID pandemic, the Himachal Pradesh date has been shifted to 21st February, right, for the smooth conduction of the test. And जो आपके forms submit करने का date है, that has also been extended to 20th December 2010. I repeat once again, and there is a URL also. If you wish to check this information, the URL is also given. You can go to that URL, you can click that URL, and then you can get the same information which I am sharing. So I am sharing only those states जिनके बारे में confirmation आ चुका है. For many states, there are lot many rumors. But I am sharing information for only those states for which we are dead sure that their date has been revised. But students, there is a big question. If you are from a state in which no roll number has been issued so far, then I will say there is a bit of probability that they would be delaying your NTSE. Or if in case there are a lot of COVID cases coming up in your state, then there is a big probability that they would be delaying your test. Look, it is very important to know that in comparison to any other exam, NTSE is an exam which will be happening only in the 10th class. So that is for sure that it will be happening prior to your 10th class ending. That is before March examination if your CBSE exams will take place in March. But we also know that already discussions are going on for the delay of CBSE exams and its curriculum. At the start of this session, lot of syllabus was deducted, right? And the syllabus was shrunk down. Now currently, already, जो Human Resource Department है, Ministry है, they are already discussing how to cater the premier exam of JEE and NEET with the reduced syllabus. They are looking for advices from all stakeholders, and every day they are conducting so many meetings and they are doing an awesome task because they also know that this year was an affected year and people have not prepared like an ordinary year. So they need to reduce the syllabus. Now same thing comes to NTSE. In NTSE, you all have been attending your 10th class syllabus from your homes, right? Through the online classes which are being offered by your school. Now the question is whether that deleted syllabus will be coming up in NTSE or not. Now this is a question which every student is in habit of asking me day in day out. So I'm answering that. If you will visit NTSE portal of CBSE, you will realize they have clearly mentioned that there is no syllabus for NTSE. I repeat once again, if you will visit NTSE portal of CBSE, they have clearly mentioned that there is no syllabus for NTSE. That simply means even if they pick a question from the deleted syllabus, right, you can't challenge them. You are not in position to challenge them because there is no prescribed syllabus for NTSE. तो फिर क्या करना है? That I shall be telling you. How to prepare for NTSE, I shall be telling you. But उससे भी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है कि डेट चेंज होगा या नहीं होगा, और अगर होगा तो क्या करना है. If in case you are from a state which I am showing right now, then also I am sharing a strategy. If you belong to a state for which the dates are still the same and have not been revised, even then the strategy will work. So please pay attention to this. We were discussing about Himachal Pradesh, for which the date has been changed to 21st February 2021. So moving on to the second case. Look, Himachal Pradesh was one of the states where there was a ban of entry. People were not supposed to enter into that state around a month back or 2 months back, right? But then they opened up the borders and the tourists were allowed, and then there were huge number of COVID cases, and the resultant is now they are stepping back in concern to NTSE, which might be a good move for many of these students. If you are from a category who was studying for NTSE in past, or who started preparing for NTSE from past 2 months only, then that's an advantage for you. But for all those who were preparing for NTSE since 7th class, or maybe from past 8 months, 9 months, for them it is not a good news. Why so? Because बच्चे, अगर आप एक ऐसे स्टूडेंट हैं जिसने अच्छे से प्रिपेयर कर रखा है, तो NTSE डिले होना आपके फेवर में नहीं जाता. बट इफ यू आर अ स्टूडेंट who is not well prepared and you are still looking for covering up of loopholes, आपके अभी भी कुछ weak areas हैं, then believe me, this extension or these bonus days are actually very beneficial for you. बट इनको यूटिलाइज कैसे करना है, कैसे प्रिपेयर करना है, वो मैं बताऊंगा. बट मैं क्विकली आपको पहले स्टेट्स के बारे में बता दूं जिनका इंफॉर्मेशन मेरे पास आ रखा है. नाउ देयर कुड बी अ केस दैट टुडे मॉर्निंग और मे बी येस्टरडे इवनिंग किसी ने कुछ नोटिफिकेशन दिया हो, बट आई एम शेयरिंग ओनली दो स्टेट्स अबाउट विच आई एम कंफर्म्ड. सो आई एम मूविंग ऑन टू द सेकंड वन, दैट इज तेलंगाना. For Telangana also there is a URL, you can visit that URL and you can get that information. But abhi ke liye the due date of payment of examination. Now payment of examination, because many states are charging fees for applying to NTSE, whereas many states are not charging any fees for applying to NTSE. So in case of Telangana, he says due date of payment of examination, fee and registration of online application has been extended till 17th of November, जो निकल चुका है, right? 17 नवंबर तो निकल चुका है, but इसमें extension आया था. Date of the conduction of the test is still awaited. उन्होंने declare नहीं किया when they are going to conduct this particular test. So Telangana dates are still a question mark, right? So I can assume at this point that if they have not declared the dates so far, they would be delaying this to either January or February, which means you would be getting approximately 60 more days to prepare, which will be an awesome thing for all those जिन्होंने अभी की NTSE Super Series miss की है. Because we are there to support you. We shall be continuing with awesome stuff on this channel for preparation. But if you have not gone through the previous lectures, do watch those lectures, right? फिलहाल के लिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. So next is Orissa. So Orissa के लिए आपके पास लिंक आपके सामने है. Submission of application has been extended till 25th of November. Again, the date is gone, but application के लिए उन्होंने extension दिया. Now, why this extension was there? Date of test is still awaited. The extension was there because many schools were unable to participate in NTSE, because this year schools are operating from homes. All teachers are sitting at homes. All students are sitting at homes. So many students were unable to apply to NTSE. So when the notification got out, many of the students and schools were not even aware that the notification is out. That's why this revision of or the extension of date is there, right? So that everyone should get a fair chance to participate in NTSE. So moving ahead, Tamil Nadu, so that is stage 1, stag 1 आ गया. यहाँ पे इसको थोड़ा सा ठीक कर देता हूँ. Right. So stage 1. So NTSE stage 1 examination has been postponed and rescheduled on 27th of December 2020. Now this is something which is exciting. Every state is moving on to a different date. Tamil Nadu is on December, extension is to December only. Some states are saying January, some states are saying February. How it is an advantage for others? Well, this is an advantage for others because you would be in position to get hold of the question papers of these states जिनके पेपर आपसे पहले हो जाएंगे. So if you are from a state whose test will be happening quite lately in the month of January or February, then you would be getting an added advantage of having a look at this year's question papers. So उनको जरूर solve कीजिए because there is a big probability that those papers are based on the new pattern or maybe the new syllabus. New syllabus means they are based on the syllabus which is currently there and the deleted syllabus is not there. So that will give you a fair idea whether the deleted syllabus has been picked or not for those states, and a similar thing could happen in your state also. So moving ahead, that is West Bengal. The NTSE stage 1 examination has been postponed and rescheduled on 17th of January 2021. So it has been postponed to 17th January. Now you can see January is there, February is there, and December is there. So as per the you can say scenario, they are delaying it, right? But many of the states are still sticking up to that particular date because maybe in those states the COVID cases are manageable. They know that they can easily conduct this exam. They know that the participation of students in that state is not that great. Could be any of the cases, right? But if it is happening on 12th or 13th of December, then be prepared for the same. Moving ahead, Bihar. The NTSE stage 1 examination has been postponed and rescheduled on 24th of January 2021. 24th January 2021. Bihar has been postponed to 24th January 2021. ऊपर URL लिखा है biharscrt.in. Do visit that. And the URLs which I am sharing for particular states, these URL will give you the access to old papers also. Many of these states are in habit of uploading their old papers on these URLs. The same URL through which you have applied to NTSE or the URL through which you have got the information about NTSE, when you will be clicking that URL, there's a big probability you would be getting an access to old papers of your state, right? So moving ahead, this was Bihar. Next is Karnataka. Now Karnataka NTSE stage 1 examination has been postponed and rescheduled on 24th of January 2021. That means most of the examinations are getting pushed to 24th of January, right? So let's see what happens actually. कि ये 24 जनवरी को भी होगा या उससे डिले होगा या उससे पहले हो जाएगा. Believe me students, I am repeating it again. If you are from that category of a student who was well prepared, then this delay of examination is not good for you. But if you are from a category who was still preparing for the examination and was thinking, अरे यार थोड़ा टाइम और मिल जाता ना तो मजे आ जाते, then this is a lottery for you. भगवान ने आपकी सुन ली है. You should be preparing well for NTSE now. Because it is once in a lifetime thing. आप NTSE दोबारा नहीं दे सकते. You can appear in NTSE only in 10th class. JEE दोबारा दे सकते हैं, NEET दोबारा दे सकते हैं, right? KVPY भी दोबारा दे सकते हैं. But as far as NTSE is concerned, you can appear for NTSE only in your 10th class. So my request to all of you is, if you are from a state in which there is a delay in the NTSE examination, then kindly pay more attention to your preparation and please prepare accordingly. But kaise, that I shall be discussing. Let me finish with the dates. Okay. For Mizoram, Meghalaya, Nagaland, eastern states की बात हो रही है. Mizoram, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Andaman and Nicobar. The NTSE stage examination have been scheduled on 12th of December. Now, for these states, as the COVID cases are also very less comparatively, right? So, अभी इन्होंने कोई notification नहीं दिया regarding the delay of the dates, right? Although there are a lot many rumors in the market. You may or may not follow that rumor, but believe me, once this session ends, on the same description, we shall be adding more and more information regarding the delay and the notifications. तो अगर आप एक ऐसे स्टेट से बिलोंग करते हैं जिसके बारे में मैंने अभी नहीं बताया, need not to worry. The moment we shall be getting assured information, we shall be posting that information under this video, right, with the URL, so that you are well informed about your state, about your NTSE examination. But there is much more about the you can say NTSE, which is a cause of concern. That is, अगर ये delay हो रहा है तो मैं क्या करूं? I was already prepared, or maybe if I am not well prepared, what I should be doing in these days when my NTSE exam has been delayed to a certain date. So I am here to share the strategy also. what to do if NTSE is getting delayed in your state. So please pay attention to that. But there is a practice question. I know many students are posting so many things. I was continuously speaking, so I was unable to see your comments, right? But when I am here, I would be covering at least 2 questions, ताकि जब आप यहाँ पे आए हैं आप सिर्फ सुने नहीं, आप सीख के भी जाएं. So we have got a practice question for all of you. इसके बाद मैं आपको strategy बताऊंगा that what is to be done, and we have got only 2 practice questions today because today's session is not for practicing mainly, it is for information, it is for strategy. So let's move on to the question. Now this is NTSE stage 1 question from Haryana. ये हरियाणा का NTSE stage 1 का question है because you people have been listening to me continuously from past 15 minutes. I request you कि अपने ब्रेन को थोड़ा सा मूव करवाइए, चर्न कीजिए and try to solve this question where you have got options also like 11, 13, 10, 11, 8, 9 and 9, 11. This is NTSE stage 1 Haryana question and I am looking for some answers from your side so that I could see whether okay, great. So people have started posting the answer. That means you are not just listening, you are attentive also and you are solving also. That is an awesome sign for me because I want audience to be attentive for this session. This is an important session in terms of strategy, important session in terms of what is to be done. I repeat once again, NTSE stage 1 has been postponed for many of the states and many more states would be following the same thing. But हम क्या करें और how Vedantu would be helping you, that I would be sharing soon. So please let's discuss this question. This is from stage 1, NTSE stage 1 Haryana, and this is a beautiful question to solve. We have got 4 options and people are already posting some options. Now why this question is important? Why I am sharing this question? Look, when this question was asked in NTSE stage 1 Haryana, like you people, many students were not in position to answer or tick the right option. They were looking for different logics, but fortunately, they landed up at the wrong answer. Now, why I am sharing this? Because whenever you say you are done with a chapter, there is no ending to a chapter. Every topic demands more and more practice. So if you have got more time, please practice more. Need not to feel that I'm done with the practice, I'm done with the preparation, now I will chill. No, there is no time to chill till you kill the NTSE exam. So let's move on to this question, which is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 7, and I can see many are posting the answer. Let's explore this question. The answer to this question is 11 and 13 because this question is primarily dependent on prime numbers and the answer is also a prime number. So the answer to the question is 11 and 13, but the question is how? Kaise? So please pay attention to this. Look, now this question comprises of 3 different series. Or you may say 2 different series depending on आप इसको कैसे tackle करते हैं. Now one series I can check is 1, 4, 7. A gap of 3 is there. Then the other series is 2, 5, 11. Why 11? Because we are leaving one prime number. We are leaving 1 prime number. After 2 we are leaving 3, we are moving on to 5, and then we are leaving 7, we are moving on to 11. You may also say that there are 2 consecutive prime numbers or 2 prime numbers like 2, 3, like 5, 7 and so on. You may say there are combos 2, 3, 5, 7. Now next has to be 11, 13. And for the rest it is 1, 4 and 7, a gap of 3. I repeat once again. You may conclude that there are 3 series, that is 2 series of prime numbers and 1 a series of gap. You may conclude that there is 1 series of gap of 3 and then there are combos of 2 prime numbers. Combos of 2 prime numbers. We have got, sorry for that, 2, 3, we have got 5, 7 and we have got 11, 3, right? Okay, some students are, how to think like that? Okay, very good question. Many students are in habit of asking me that, sir, means हमें कैसे पता चलेगा that we need to apply this particular method on a particular question. Again, my answer to that is, बच्चे, please practice more. Please practice more. And do play with 3 important categories, squares, cubes, and prime numbers, and create as many series as you can so that you are in position to solve any unseen question. Now, this question when asked in the examination was a tougher thing for many of the students, but so give me a second and let me correct something, right? And then we shall be continuing with the next one. Okay, I'm back. So let's continue. Okay, so there is slight, you can say, deviation in the camera, so we would be correcting that, but we can continue with this. So I was just discussing one of the questions from NTSE stage 1 from Haryana, right? And we are basically here to check what is to be done if the date for NTSE stage 1 exam is getting delayed in our state. So what should be our strategy? So that is the main thing. So let's move on to the second question. This was one question for all of you to practice. We will practice one more and then we will move back to strategy. Okay. Strategy for bonus days. Okay, strategy. सीधा strategy आ गया. Sorry, practice question एक और करेंगे, but करेंगे. अब मैं यहाँ पे आया हूँ तो थोड़ा सा mental ability बता के जाऊँगा. So strategy for bonus days. Bonus days means if you are getting more time, for your NTSE stage 1 examination, then how to prepare. So please pay attention. Firstly, solve 50 math questions daily. हर रोज 50 मैथ के क्वेश्चन करने ही करने हैं. Even if your NTSE exam is scheduled after 60 days or after 90 days, my request to you is please solve 50 math questions, and for the same you can pick any of the book, but do finish all the topics of one single book, then only jump on to the second book. I have seen students, they are in habit of solving one topic from so many books and they leave so many topics, now which is a wrong strategy. Point number 2, read SST from NCERT. It is very important to read SST from NCERT. Third point, read SST from state-based books. If your state has got, like if you are from Rajasthan, if you are from Punjab, if you are from Delhi, there must be some state-based book from which you should be reading SST. And when I say read, I'm not saying you have to cram. Many people are in habit of assuming that SST is very difficult for NTSE because we need to know so many things. But there will be 4 options. You would be in position to recall provided you have read that. So it is very important to read the lines of NCERT book or your state-based book. Then prepare non-deleted syllabus first. If some syllabus has been deleted from some subject, my request to you is that should be your last priority. Because no one knows that whether they would be picking any question from that area or not. And logically, there is a big probability that they would be giving you questions from non-deleted syllabus, right? Okay. Then moving on to the 5th one, prepare 10th class topics first. Now we all know that NTSE is in habit of asking few questions from 9th class also. Please firstly finish your 10th class syllabus, right? Moving ahead, testing is very important, and that's why I have told you that if you will be filling that Google form, we will be trying our best to reach you and to register you for NTSE test series for free. So testing is very important. Appear for at least 2 full-length tests per week in last 4 weeks. For the last 2 weeks, you should be practicing 2 tests per week. Then analyze your already given mock test. If you are already appearing for mock test, please analyze them. अगर आप analysis नहीं करते, then there is no usage of any test. You need to check which question was wrong and why it was wrong. And if it was right, why it was right. Because many a times when we are solving any question, we tend to go for flukes. And when the result is there, we are not bothered why that question was right. And if the same question will appear in the examination by chance, then at that point of time, you won't be in position to recall कि आपने क्या तुक्का लगाया था. So it is very important, if you are attempting 200 questions, 100 in math, 100 in SAT, and you are getting certain score, do check which all questions were right, which all were wrong, and if they were right, whether your logic was right or not. So we need to learn, we need to analyze every test. Then work on the weak areas and spare more time for weak subject. If you will go for analysis of your mock test, then only you would be realizing that which is your weak area. Many students come to me and say, sir, we are very good in math, but we are weak in biology. And contrary to that, there are many students who will say, sir, we are very good in maths and science, but we are weak in mental ability. But when it comes to analysis of a mock test, then they say, sir, we performed really very well in mental ability, but somehow mathematics was bit tougher, right? So only the analysis of a mock test will tell you that which is your weak area, right? So second last is work on your weak area and spare more time for weak subject, because hota kya hai? if I am fond of solving mental ability, तो मुझे जब भी टाइम मिलेगा मैं mental ability ही solve करूंगा as a student. Now this is something which spoils your preparation. You should be sparing more time for your weak area. It Okay, so I am back. Sorry for the technical delay. There is a technical delay. आज थोड़ा network issue चल रहा है हमारे area में. That's why there was a delay earlier also, and now there was a delay in between. So I hope I am audible and visible. I'm audible and visible. फटाफट yes click कर दीजिए, थोड़े से thumbs up बना दीजिए ताकि मुझे पता चल जाए कि मैं audible हूँ, visible हूँ. And we were solving practice question, a question for NTSE preparation, and we already had a long discussion on what is to be done if the date in your state is getting postponed, right? So we are here with a question in which 4 numbers are there and he says you have to find out the next number. आपको अगला नंबर चुनना है इसका, and it is an interesting question and it is a question of series जिसके बारे में बहुत सारे बच्चे पूछ रहे थे कि सर सीरीज के लिए क्या करें. एंड मैंने आपसे कहा था सीरीज के लिए आपको कोई आईफोन नहीं चाहिए. सीरीज के लिए आपको सिर्फ 3 इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं. There are 3 important things which you need to focus, that is squares, cubes and prime numbers. Write down all squares, all cubes, all prime numbers. Just make out 50 new series out of those and you will be done, right? तो अभी के लिए, for all those who are posting in the chat box, my request to you is, because these comments are going on a very fast pace and I'm not in position to answer all your queries, we are about to end this session in next 5 minutes. Do post your questions in the comment box. I repeat, do post your query or question in the comment box so that I am in position or my team is in position to answer your query. फिलहाल के लिए इस क्वेश्चन को फटाफट सॉल्व करते हैं. So what is this question and how we need to solve it? Well, the question is beautiful because this is a cube question. What is 3 cubes? So that is 27. So what they have done is 2, 7 and 3. That is 237. What is the cube of 4? That is 64. So 6, 4 and in between they have kept the 4. Similarly, what is the cube of 5? So that is 125. So 12 is there and 5 is there and in between they are writing the number. So that is 1255. Similarly,